Good evening, everyone. It is Saturday Night Live. I pray everyone is having a wonderful evening. Just thought I'd throw on something a little smooth for you all to listen to while everybody is trying to come on in, come on in. So, how are you all doing this evening? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. I only see one person here right now. Let me just wait for some more people to come on in. Okay, now there's no one here. I'm back. I'm just waiting for the end. So how are you all doing this evening? Last time I was here, we was talking about some interesting things that was going on with artist Sylvester Kelly, and also to celebrate Frankie and Johnny's birthday. But she had I have fell asleep and I wasn't able to come back with you all. Yep. I am separating coins right now, y'all. Yes, everybody. So I should be returning back to work on June the 5th, y'all. June the 5th, I should be going back to work. So I need as much rest as I possibly can get because the kind of work that I do keeps you busy, makes you tired. You know, you work with those little ones and those little baby, those little itty bitty ones. But anyway, everyone, it's good to see you all here again tonight. It is Saturday Night Live. I really didn't have anything planned out to really talk about. I know I wanted to do this Frankie and Johnny birthday, but with doing that, I know I would have to play some R. Kelly music. But I did want to say again, wishing her a wonderful birthday, a happy celebration of her life with her loved ones and close relatives and friends and all of us here that met her along our way here on YouTube on under this R. Kelly stuff. Um, I was watching a little bit today in my time today, a little bit of what's going on right now with the Diddy trial. I can't, to be honest with you, um, digest a lot of it because it's so graphic. Everything in that trial is just so graphic and it's just so disgusting that it makes me sick to my stomach. The things people will do with money, with fame, with power, and control over other people's lives is just disgusting. And the things that some people will be willing to do for fame. Thank God. Thank God. I never took no interest in it. I enjoy music. I enjoy entertainment. I enjoy all that stuff as long as I don't see all the nasty, dirty, ugly things that go on in the background of these people's lives, of the things they sacrifice of themselves, the way they sell a soul into this world. It's so demonic. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. It's it's just sad that these people actually are willing to participate in certain activities just for the love of money and the love of fame. I need my glasses on because I can't really see everybody in the chat. I can't see how many people it is. Kind of blur. So I'm going to have to put on some glasses. Just bear with me. I'm going to put these ones on. Okay. I'm going to have to put these on. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, y'all, like I said, all the things that people would do just to be a part of fame. Yep. So I know right now some other people got some things going on their channel and y'all rather be over there. But since I don't come here, I haven't been here in a while. I said, let me hang out with you for tonight. For a little while. Not too long. I'm not going to take too much of your time to talk about the things that I'm going to talk about because I really didn't have anything, you know, planned or anything prepared to talk about. But I just wanted to just go over some things that's going on now with the Diddy trial and all that's taking place with that, and how come I'm just not interested too much in watching it because it's so graphic. But what did catch my attention is when Jaguar Wright had a sit down talk with R. Kelly. So that made me feel good in a way because at least somebody is checking on his status and how he's been from the in on the 19th of July will be 7 years he's been incarcerated. Um and I have my own theories and reasons why I think R. Kelly had to be incarcerated away from all of this is because they needed to use him as a witness to some of the things that happened. And of course, I understand that his life was in danger because of the kind of people in the industry that was coming for him. And Jay-Z is one of them, being that he got so much muscle in entertainment, and there's a whole lot of other stuff that's going on that they have not even yet got to yet. I mean, this is a 2-month trial. So basically, everyone, I mean, everyone is going to be investigated as witnesses. A lot of people are going to be coming as witnesses. From what I understand now, that TD Jakes, with this young blood character, who said that TD Jakes, when he was like a teenager or whatever, we can even watch it ourselves. We can even go to it. He said about what TD Jakes did, like how TD Jakes made advances at him, and TD Jakes um told him he want him to do three things. One thing is that he's going to be able to sleep with him. Dude is saying that he want him to sleep with him, and also he's the only person that should be sleeping with him because he doesn't want to bring anything home to his wife. And then the third thing is that he's going to take care of him for the rest of his life. This is what Youngblood testimony was, but I have to go to it because I want y'all to see it and hear it for yourself. Okay, we're gonna go to it ourselves and we're gonna listen to some of it and we're gonna watch it. This is what TD Jakes was supposed to have offered Youngblood if he having a relationship with him, a homosexual relationship with him. I hope this is the same video. Let's go to this. Okay. Hi, James. How are you? How are you, James? Good evening. Wait, hold up, y'all. Y'all might have saw this, but I wanted to watch it along with you all. Let's turn it up, and we're gonna watch some of it. I'm fine, James. Thanks for asking. I am doing just fine. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera around so you can see this. Okay?
His birthday party. Since then, I stopped meeting Diddy. Diddy, Jay-Z, and Tyler Perry are all in this together, and they are the worst people. I think it's getting a little too
Jaguar right again. This lady here
I'm
is
worth outing you.
she's a
You have
hot
a question
mess.
like, am I on the right path? So I say a question that still don't, never will.
I just look at her and start laughing.
God needs me to do everything I do. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going? Hitting it off. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged. Jakes was at a Diddy party. There could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed.
Dallas Bishop, TD Jakes, is reportedly suing everyone who has attempted to expose him, and he is now speaking out about the accusations that he was seen at Diddy's parties. TD Jakes is the third individual to attempt to silence victims of Diddy's sexual assault, after Jay-Z and Beyonce. What is Jake's victim supposedly saying about him, and what is he doing at Diddy's parties?
Here
we are.
He playing he playing like a sick old man now.
All the people who prayed, all the people who texted, all the people who had prayer vigils, all the people who concerned and sent love and sent notes. Thank you.
I can't see how people can actually get out there and play on a pulpit around people's souls like that. God is not pleased at all with that. You must be don't really believe in what you preach about, brother, because you wouldn't have been involved with these type of people.
Bishop T.D. Jakes filed a defamation case against him on November 25th, alleging that he had insulted his name. Sometimes it just must be fantastic. Dwayne Youngblood, a fellow pastor, was sued for slander by Bishop T.D. Jakes on November 25. According to Pastor Youngblood, T.D., when he was just 18, Jakes attempted to sexually attack him.
I don't think that man is lying.
Him during a church service. According to reports, Youngblood had phone records and witnesses to support his accusations, and the things he was claiming were horrible. Bishop Jakes has since been implicated in a case involving Diddy and has even been called out as a pedophile by Cat Williams.
He says, come on in, let's talk. You can't even imagine being 18, 19 years of age. This person is killing it, and they're saying to you, come on in, let's talk. And so I did. I went in.
That is traumatic, though.
A very long dining room table in a room that she had, and for 2 hours, it was unbelievable. Pouring apart, crying, him talking about my father, we talking about these scenarios, and I inwardly just knew I had finally found someone who could get it. Someone who understood. I'm sitting at this table, and for the first time talking to any man, I got tears coming down my face because somebody gets me. Somebody understood what I was going through. Well, after sitting there and having this long discourse with him, I finally look at my watch and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to go. I got to get this car back to my mother. She's going to kill me. So I said to Bishop, I got to get up. And I got up from the table. He got up from the table. He walked around toward the way I had to exit quicker than I got over there. And when I started to walk past him, he pulled me to himself, wrapped his arms around me and tried to kiss me. And in that moment, I literally died.
Please hit the like button. Those of you who are coming into the chat, please hit the like button. Let me know you here.
Remember how I got out of that place. But I remember driving home and all kinds of crazy thoughts and what in the world am I going to do now? And I finally get home, get in the house, go in the bed. I'm going to try to go to sleep. And I get to sleep and get up in the morning. And in the morning, I step into our bathroom and my home phone rings. My mother answers the phone and she says to me,
I believe him. He's too detailed.
And I get on that phone. And when I get on that telephone, I can hear water. He is sitting in a bathtub. And in that thing, he says to me, without any hesitation, there's 3 things I need you to do. The first one is, when I come to Pittsburgh, you're going to be the only person I sleep with. The second one is, you can't sleep with anybody else because I don't want to give my wife anything. And thirdly, I will take care of you the rest of your life. I can't to this day remember how I got off that phone, but I do.
See, I believe what this man said because so many other people have been saying this about TD Jakes. And it's been a rumor out about this a long time ago, but you know how it's been happening so much that so many people, let me put the camera back on me. It's been happening so much that you lose what is real and what is not real. The way some people come with false statements about somebody. So it's kind of hard to be able to separate the truth from the lie because of the way it's been happening. Because all this stuff happening with Diddy, excuse me, all this stuff that's been happening to Diddy, it kind of like throws you off in a way. Like, as soon as you see people around him, you automatically believe that they are participants in some of his activities. And that sometimes may not be true because some people might be around him, don't really know what's going on. They're just to show up for for just to be able to make some kind of contact or connection if they running into wanting to be part of um not say part of anything, but they just trying to make some connection for their careers. And they just somehow or the other make some contact with him and some other celebrities that are well known that can probably help them in the game. But now that all of this is going to trial and all these people are testifying and all these people are giving their statements or their testimony on some of the things they witnessed, it's starting to come together now. All the things that has happened with R. Kelly is all starting to come together. Because if they would have had somebody like Clyde Davis, like I said in previous videos before, if they would have put Clyde Davis and all these old time dudes that been in the game for a long time that's been grooming these young men as they were coming into their music careers in the hip hop world, the R&B world, and so on and so on, and how they were making these sacrifices, how they was using some of them to make these sacrifices, like some people had to sacrifice to do something to order for them to make it to the next level. And I'm like saying, wow, I don't know if I could ever want to be a part of that. If I'm going to have to give you my child, or give you my parents or my loved ones, and make that type of sacrifice, like what happened with Regina King's son on the celebration. I believe it was either her birthday, her 50th birthday, or something like that. Then all of a sudden, her son was supposed to have wrote some kind of letter of suicide and took his life and everything. And every excuse me, and the way it happened, it's like it was a sacrifice. There was some type of sacrifice. See, that world is letting people know all the dark and evil things that go on in the industry that we don't see. And all of this is starting to be exposed, makes you not want to be in the world of entertainment. Makes you not want to take no parts of it. Either you're going to turn out to be some freak, or something bad is going to happen to somebody in your family. Look at what happened with Jennifer Hudson. All her members of her family that was taken out like that. And they said it was the sister boyfriend that did it. Possibly. But the way it was done, even her autistic nephew. And only people were left as survivors is Jennifer and her sister. That you mean to tell me that people will actually make this type of hit on your life, of your relatives and your loved ones, that you will actually sell their soul so that you can make it in fame? Now, for R. Kelly, um, I truly believe he just took the fall in having and doing those porn tapes with the little girls. If that happened, I don't know. I never saw the tape. But I think that's the only real thing that could have really got him for as far as in the industry. But these people like Diddy, and even this one now that's been trolling them. What's his name again? The rapper. Oh my god, how could 50 Cent. G Unit. And all of a sudden he got this platform. He's blowing up real good with this Diddy stuff and trolling Diddy and Jay-Z, right? But oh, they gonna come up with something with him too. Because he didn't make it that big without doing something that they're gonna find that is going to put some dirt and some scandal on him too. So you gotta be careful how you sitting up there talking about the Jay-Z and the Diddy and what they did and how they were, doing all of these freak offs or whatever, and taking bodies and using bodies and stuff and making sacrifices, because you got a name brand out there called G Unit. Diddy also has a brand out there called Sean John. Also, Jay-Z with his Rockaware. All of them did something that is not pleasing, or sold they soul. They sold their soul in that industry to order to have these record, I would say record labels, labels of brand name clothing, and other things that they also have done that was wicked and evil. Everybody, just about everybody that made sacrifices, but Robert Sylvester Kelly, he was singing on the street when they found him. He's a self-made man. I'm just gonna say he's self-made man. And some of the things they wanted him to do, he probably wouldn't do it. And that's why came so hard on him by himself. Like the way they did him to take him down, and how they had to do it so strategically to destroy R. Kelly. Because I don't think R. Kelly wanted to make any of those sacrifices. The only thing they probably could get R. Kelly on, like you said, is that tape. They tried to use Aaliyah, but R. Kelly couldn't do it. R. Kelly just don't have that type of nature like the rest of them had. The evil nature they had. He's a church boy. And I mean, everybody, oh, you think he's such an a, but to me, R. Kelly is out of all of them, the most saint. I'm just going to say the most saint, regardless of that tape and all that other stuff. But the things that Diddy did to Cassie and how he beat her in that hallway and kicked and punched her. And from what I heard from her giving her testimony on Diddy, on that tape, that recording of that tape and everything, and how he came out of that room, and then you could see another man that was also in the room with them, and Cassie said that was because she just finished doing a episode with Diddy and this other man, and oh my God. Oh my God. Just the things, the details of what she was doing. It was just making me sick. I haven't really been on anybody's platform watching it. Only been listening to some snippets of it, like watching it on some of the court TV channels and the news channels and stuff that she was giving all the details when she testified. That's as far as I went as the Cassie. I didn't listen to everybody else's testimony, to be honest with you. All those other witnesses that they brought on, I didn't hear their testimony. The only testimonies that I have listened to was Cassie's. And the snippets of it from wherever I could get it from other people who've been doing it on their platform. But as far as me sitting and listening to all the graphic details of the things that these people were doing in these freak offs, the kind of sexcapades they was having, it was just too gross for me to stay there listening to it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Christian. I can't listen to all of that. But I was just like, when it comes to R. Kelly, he's the most cleanest one. Now, I ain't saying he didn't do anything at all, but compared to what they was doing. And I think the reason why they had to take him down and do him so dirty the way they did it is because he wasn't a part of it. He didn't want to be a part of it. And he wasn't an easy man for them to take down without people, it being an uproar. Because R. Kelly was more trying to protect those girls. And that's what they was afraid of. But now he's telling it all because he told it to Big Mouth Jaguar Wright. And, Jaguar Wright said, yeah, R. Kelly. She went and got a sit down with R. Kelly. And right now he done did this much time. He ain't got nothing to lose now. He's like, look, I don't went for my appeal. They denied it 2 times already. And I know I'm innocent. Nobody's listening to my story. He's been singing his songs. He's been writing. He's been telling his side of the story of everything that went wrong and about the setup and everything, how he was framed and how he was showed so much injustice. But I could say this much. Hold on, R. Kelly. Your day eventually will come. Because they all getting what's coming to them for what they did. And of course, we know that Jay-Z, now is all out there, was who funded the Me Too, Mute R. Kelly, all of these movements. Jay-Z was the man who put the strategic move out on you. And I did notice that when Jaguar Wright said, notice that when Gayle King, when R. Kelly sat down with Gayle King and all of them, they didn't mention anything about Jay-Z. Notice they never said anything about Diddy or Jay-Z. They didn't say to him about who else who you think would had a part of this is Jay-Z. Notice that Oprah never sat down with Jay-Z when she did an interview with Jay-Z about his life and all this other stuff. She never mentioned anything about him being involved in anything that was dirty. Besides his drug life when he was a young boy growing up in Brooklyn. And what part of Brooklyn is he from? Red Hook? I think he's from Red Hook. I know it's not Bedford Stuyvesant. I think Red Hook. And I was just watching the movie, and it's a true story. Jay-Z did, and I didn't even know he did this movie. Paid in Full with Mekhi Phifer and some other actors and everything that was in there, familiar looking actors, Elise Neal and all of them. That story was a true story. The uncle ends up kidnapping the nephew and having him killed and everything. And then, oh my God. And then the other boy that killed Mekhi Phifer, he was horrible. His name was Rico in the movie. I didn't know that movie was done by Jay-Z, Rock Nation. And they don't put his name Jay-Z in the movie. It's Sean Carter. He didn't use he don't use his name. He used Sean Carter. And I was like, okay, okay. So obviously it was a story about Jay-Z's life in the hood and some of the stuff, the people he was running with back in the days when he was out there, slinging that dope in the community. I don't trust no drug dealers. Anybody that made it in the rap game or in the industry and they have a story behind them of being drug dealers, they done some wicked stuff to people, to those women, the men, the boys, the children. Some stories you're going to hear about some of these drug dealers. How they heart is so hard and how evil they can be. So Jay-Z he did a lot of evil, disgusting things, I'm pretty sure, in that business, in that world of hip hop, and how he ended up with a girl like Beyonce in the industry. How did he end up with a woman like Beyonce? They don't come from the same backgrounds or nothing. She came, well, her father probably was involved in some shady stuff. We all know Diddy's dad was involved with um some stuff with what's their name? What's his name again from that movie, The Gangsta, American Gangster? Oh yeah, Diddy's fast of his dad, and R. Kelly pulled himself up with his own bootstraps. Like I said, he's about the only one who come with a clean story. The only story he had, if it's true, was about what his sister did to him, and that's sexually molesting him when he was a little boy. If it's true, if that story is true, somehow or the other, I don't think that is a true story. I think that was a story that was something that they had to say or do to make it and have something that is something that tragically or traumatically happened to them to make them behave in a certain way. But I mean, I never talk about that story because some reason I never thought that was true about his sister Teresa. I think if anything was the sacrifice was her. Nobody hears about Teresa. Nobody knows. Nobody sees Teresa. She never came out and publicly defended herself or anything about what was said about her and her brothers. So she might have just been the only one who's been the sacrifice as far as with R. Kelly's family members. But his brother Bruce and Carrie, mm, mm, well, they was running with what's his name with those bootleg porn tapes. Carrie was. Bruce was kind of clean in the game with R. Kelly, but it was a lot of stuff that happened behind the scene with all of their life in that industry. It's a dirty business. It's an evil business. And R. Kelly don't even have to be a part of it to be able to do music and to sing, and people will come see him without them. Without the labels, without anything, people will just pay to hear him perform. People will do it. His name is all he got his name, and that's all he really needs is R. Kelly. Because out of all of them, I hate that I'm going to say it. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. Like I said, they said R. Kelly could look at you and make you a star. So R. Kelly don't really need them to really be R. Kelly. He stands on his own. He's his self-made man. But with that being said, since so many people, too many of you not coming in the chat, and I don't see too much interaction going on here, I'm going to get out of here. And hopefully I'll come back with you all tomorrow. So please hit the like button on your way out. I just wanted to share with you it's Saturday Night Live. Again, I wanted to just talk a little bit on this Diddy stuff and what some of the stuff I got about TD Jakes, and also how I still feel R. Kelly is the cleanest dude out of all of them in that music world. In that music world, he's the cleanest one. And love him or hate him, but he's the cleanest because the rest of them are dirty and filthy and disgusting, and they sold out to the devil all the way. They went to the top of it with the dirt of the evil. So you all have a wonderful and blessed night. And if God's willing, I'll be back with you all tomorrow. Hopefully I have something really great to talk about. So you all take care and be safe. Peace.